Exactly 1 year ago today, I went to the beach with my son and we decided to go fishing. And it was about a 300-yard walk over some rocks. And I was around about 15 kilos or 45 pounds heavier than I am now. And by the time I walked over those rocks, I could not walk anymore. And my back was sore, and I sat on a rock while he fished, and I was miserable. And I thought, surely this isn't it. Surely there is a better physical version of me living inside this ordinary lump of clay. And there was. And the next Monday, I said, I'm going to drive to the gym nearest my house and I'm hiring the very first personal trainer that I meet. And that's what I did. And it's transformed my physical life completely, right? And if you think about the goals that you're going to set for yourself, the things that you want for your life, let's talk about the 6 main areas where you should consider setting goals. The first is your physical body. You want your physical body to be as healthy as it can possibly be for your age, for your demographic, for your health condition, whatever it is, whatever your limitations are. Let's not make the limitation the limitation. Let's be the healthiest we can be within the frame that we exist. The second area you want to set goals with is your financial life. And for too long, I put a cap on what I could earn. And for too long, I put limitations on what was too much or not enough. And what I want for you is for you to say, you know what, within the limitations of my life and in my world and with my skill set, what's the most I can possibly earn so that I can provide an incredible life for my friends, my family, myself, everybody else. How can I do this? Other people are doing it. Why can it not be me? Why can it not be you? The third area where you really want to set goals and really go after things is this relational or family life. And you want to be the most alive, the most dynamic, the most fun, the most passion-filled, the very best example, the most loving and connected human being you can be for those people who matter most to you. And for me, I'm like, I want to be a passion-filled dad. I want them to see me laughing, crying, going after my goals, working hard, being fully alive, fully connected, fully loving towards them. Right? What is that for you? The fourth goal I want you to think about is, what are you building with your hands? Human beings, I believe, are put on this earth to create. We are creative beings and we get a great sense of accomplishment and joy from creating things. We look at it and we go, far out, I built that. I created this business. I wrote this poem. I wrote this novel. I knitted this garment. I built this house. And if you're not creating, chances are you're feeling a little bit numb. And creativity looks very different for different skill sets. But what are you here on earth to create? And go ahead and create that. The fifth thing that I think is super important is, how do we relate to the world and how are we known by those around us? In other words, we could build a super great life for ourselves, but if we're a shit, if we're a bit of an asshole, what's the point? And so what is the reputation you want to have for your life? How do you want to be known? What's your legacy? What will they say about the human being that walked in your shoes when you're done? What will they say? For me, I want them to say I did world famous work, that I just transformed the way people think about work and life and relationships, right? The sixth goal that I think every human being should have is really just like, let's get down and have some fun goal. Let's explore. Let's play. Let's enjoy this human experience, no matter what our circumstances. Even in the middle of great oppression, can we find within us the ability to play, to be alive, to be vibrant? Because I know that if you have these 6 goals in your life, and if I have them in my life, if I'm as fit as I can possibly be and as healthy as I can possibly be, if I have incredible relationships with those I'm closest to, if I'm able to provide in this world where money matters to my very best level, if I'm able to create a reputation where I'm respected, if I'm building and creating things that other people love and that I love and that I'm proud of, and if I'm having fun, if I'm playing, I'm going to have an incredible life. And the same can be said for you. If you check underneath this video in the comments, you will see a list of those 6 goals. And I'd love you to ponder them. Think about them. When we work with people, we get you to put them into 3 words only. Because if they're easy to say, they'll be easy to do. And if they're hard to say, hard to remember, hard to do. And you can start putting your goals in the comments if you want. If this is helpful, comment, like this video, subscribe to this channel. We're going to go after a big, brave, bountiful, wonderful life together, which is rich in relationships, because that is where the joy is.